your favorite podcast, but I Favorite Thoughts, where we talk about everything. And sometimes you pasta. I'm your host. Oh my god. I'm your host, Barack Obama.
I think you short-circuited because you skipped in the middle of your intro.
Well, it's
you
fine.
like literally went. That's how it sounded. Anyways,
That's basically what came out. But I'm your host, Barack Obama, today.
I'm Michelle Obama, and together we're married.
And together we're badass.
Mm-hmm. Together,
All
I
right,
single-handedly took down the school food system. What'd you do, Barack?
You single-handedly made sweet potatoes a thing.
I did.
I don't know what I did. I was the least controversial president, besides George Washington.
He was controversial.
He was, but not for the time.
Did you ever watch Hamilton? He was controversial.
Okay, that was one of biased perspectives because Hamilton had beef with everyone. Okay, anyways, today we're talking about something that has to do with opinions. And like opinions, everyone has one of these, and it's an asshole.
Oh, so I was like, what? Where are you going with this?
Sorry. I also started a new job, and a bunch of
and you
stuff
graduated.
And I graduated, and my friends from middle school were up here. So it has been a very chaotic last 2 weeks, and I feel like this is the first time where, like, I'm able to do something that I didn't plan months in advance, or I didn't have waiting, and I was just like, this is good. This is what I need.
Guys, we haven't seen each other in so long.
In like 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Almost a month.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, because last time we were recording, this is so funny, but I just had this realization earlier. Last time we were recording, I was on my period and kind of dying. And again, I am on my period. So it has officially been a full menstrual cycle for me since we last recorded a podcast.
That's funny. I don't remember if I was on my period the last time we recorded, but I'm on my period now, so.
We're synced, even though we haven't seen each other since like December. You left the quiz.
I'm in it.
Here we go. This quiz is this bathroom etiquette quiz will reveal if you're an asshole. 1. Have you ever accidentally looked between the crack in bathroom stalls for various reasons? I mean, I don't think I've ever intentionally looked through the cracks. I think, like,
No.
I've glanced on occasion if, like, a bar bathroom was a little too wide. But, like, it's been like, oh, so sorry. Like, I'm not a peeping Tom.
I did once, but it's because I was trying to find my friend's stall because I was trying to shake the door to freak him out. But I didn't want to do it to the wrong person, so I did glance because I was like, I need to make sure that it's the right stall and not some random person. So, I mean, yeah, I have. But I'm going to say maybe sometimes. Because it was one instance for a prank.
I'll say absolutely not. Do you wash your hands every time?
Yeah.
If I am not in a public setting and I'm in my own home, maybe 80% of the time I will wash my hands. But there's
You've made me food! What is this?
Okay. No. If I'm in my home and there's guests, I will always wash my hands. But, like, if I'm by myself or, like, I'm about to go take a shower or I know, like, I'm going to wash my hands in the kitchen, like, I won't directly wash my hands after using the bathroom. Sometimes. It's not all the time. But if I'm at home and putting no one else at germ risk, I don't care. Sometimes, if I don't like the vibes of the soap, like if I'm in a public bathroom and I don't like the vibes of the soap, I will resort to using hand sanitizer and start washing my hands. But they will always be clean.
That's kind of funny, the vibes of the soap.
Right, because this might be my tism speaking, but some vibes of soap machines I just don't like. Like the automatic ones,
I
go
love
to
those.
hell.
Oh.
I prefer like the like push pump ones, not the like these ones that like look like this.
This is great for audio listeners. These ones that look like this.
Yeah. Okay, anyways, do you use soap when you wash your hands? I feel like it's not washing if you don't use soap.
Every time.
So like, yeah, every time. Have you ever left pee on the seat or any other bodily
No.
fluids. Absolutely not. My
Ew.
roommate has, and it's gross.
Ugh.
And I'm like, girl, what the hell?
My
Nasty.
roommate doesn't, thankfully.
Good. It's more likely with your roommate. I'm
I
shocked
know.
with my roommate.
I know.
Do you always flush the toilet? Yes.
Yes. Every single time.
Nasty.
Every single
Do you ever
time.
just sit in the stall and use your phone, sometimes holding up a line? Absolutely
Never.
not.
Never.
Have you ever barged into a stall while someone was already relieving themselves inside?
Does my
Uh,
own bathroom count as a stall? Because I've done that to Hunter.
sure.
We also have one bathroom, and there's two of us. So there's times where I will walk in there and I'll go, "Are you done yet?" Because I have to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah, but it's an accident. Like, there's in the HLC, there's like, or the rec center, there's like one stall that sometimes doesn't lock all the way, and the doors will naturally close. So, like, you can't tell if someone's in there or not because they won't stay open. So, I've definitely pushed too hard, and someone was in there, and I was like, I'm so sorry. But, anyways, have you ever used the last of the toilet paper and left without finding a way to replace it for the next person?
like in public?
I guess anyway.
Oh.
Like,
No.
I guess I have. It's never like intentional, or if I can see like there's a line and there's no toilet paper, I'll be like, "Oh, this stall doesn't have any more toilet paper. I'm gonna go ask the staff for some." Like, I guess so. I guess no, that I've never left without finding a way to replace it. Like, I always let people know because I hate when I'm stranded. Um, have you ever discarded sanitary products in the toilet, even if a sign asks not to?
No.
Absolutely not. One of my friends, freshman year, she only ever discarded sanitary products by flushing them.
Ew.
Yeah. Uh, have you ever plucked hairs from unwanted places and just left them around the bathroom? Absolutely.
I mean, like, I shave my eyebrows and sometimes forget to wash it out of the sink. So I'm gonna count that as every now and then when I do my eyebrows, I forget.
That's fair. Do you pop pimples in the bathroom mirror? Oh yeah, all the time.
When no one's around.
Oh yeah, that's true. When no one's around. I didn't read all the answers. I can't
You
choose
just
my.
said yes.
Yeah, because I do. Okay, done with quiz. Let's see if I'm an asshole. Oh, we got the same one. You want to read it?
Yeah. You take care of your bathroom environment and are definitely respectful of your fellow restroom users. You like to keep a clean, sanitary space and hope others will do the same. Well done.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Um, all right. I feel like a bathroom is already such a relatively gross space. Like, I just want to do anything to mitigate it from getting grosser or it becoming an unpleasant experience for others, you know?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so moving on to the ep, I'm very excited. I had been wanting to do an episode like this for a while, um, but we've always had better ideas. So, today we are going to be reading Am I the Asshole segments from Reddit, which, for those listeners who do not know what Reddit is, it's basically like this online forum that really rose to fame in the early 2000s.
It's
But
4chan.
what's 4chan?
What? Sorry.
Sorry, I was just going to give a blanket statement as to what Reddit is, and I don't understand what 4chan is.
You
Sounds
don't
like
know what
4
4chan is?
No, I only
Oh
got
my
on Reddit
gosh.
recently for this segment.
What?
Like, I never
I
was allowed on Reddit.
Oh, I mean, I wasn't allowed either. Sorry, Dad. I wasn't allowed either, but I was on Reddit all the time as a child. I would go to bed, quote unquote, and then read Reddit, like, all night. Sorry, Dad.
Okay.
I apologize greatly. No, so 4chan, I wasn't around for 4chan, but Hunter was. It was like Reddit before Reddit, and it was like bad. It was like bad, like racist, like sexist, misogynistic. It was, you know, the anonymous face?
Yeah.
That's where it came from.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like Reddit spawned off of 4chan as like a PC version of 4chan, but then 4chan
Yeah.
died and now Reddit's the thing.
Yeah. Which Reddit basically encompasses so many different online groups. Like there's this one where people post um, stories or like experiences to either be validated or invalidated on whether they are a good or bad person, or to get advice on how to handle the situation. Um, I'm on car Reddit, specifically Subaru Reddit, to learn how to fix my Subaru. Um, there's also like D&D Reddit, whole bunch of other forums and subsections that people can read and be a part of to basically have this like online community. It's kind of like I don't know. I view it as a helpful space and funny
It's
storytelling.
funny. There's
It
Am I the
is
Devil? There's My Kid Said This. There's
creepy pasta.
Creepypasta. There's
So much.
one dedicated solely to garlic bread.
Mm.
Um, there's a lot of gay Reddit.
Yes, there is a lot of gay Reddit. But today we are looking at the Am I the Asshole? And we have 4 different stories from people. All of these are within the last 2 weeks, so fairly recently. Um, I have the consensus on here. So a consensus is basically like the Reddit population and readers voted, is this person an asshole? Was this justified? Is no one in the story an asshole? Or is like
Everybody sucks
the
here.
writer? Yeah, everybody sucks, or like is no like the writer not an asshole. So I have the consensus. M doesn't know the contestants?
I'm just here.
Consensus. Yes.
Consensus.
Thank you.
Don't
Also,
die.
I'm so sorry. Allergies are so incredibly bad, and the half life of my allergy pills are going down because they're 3 years old, so I need to get new ones. And my car is literally yellow from all of the pollen here. So I have this awful cough. I'm not sick. But, would you like to take it away with number 1?
Oh, I'm reading it? Okay.
Yeah, I
You
didn't
didn't tell me
just
what I was
send you it
doing.
to. Yeah, no,
Well,
you're
I
gonna
didn't know
read.
who was reading.
Sorry, you're reading 1 and 3, which I sent you both in the email.
Oh,
Um,
I was so confused why you sent me those, and I was like, where's 2?
no, yeah, I'm reading 2 and 4. So there's 4 of them. We're gonna
Oh,
just we're gonna discuss: are they an asshole? What makes them an
I
asshole? Are they
see.
not an asshole? Are they
Keep
justified?
this in.
So yeah. Anyways, yeah, I
This
didn't
is
give M
funny.
any
No,
direction,
I meant it when I
but
said I'm just here. Anyways, okay.
go for it.
Am I the asshole for refusing to change someone's baby's diaper? My wife and I have been married for 10 plus years and have a few kids. Sister-in-law and her husband had a baby 2 years ago. No major complaints, they just tend to ask people to do stuff that I think they'd do themselves.
Oh, also, I should note that these are copied and pasted from Reddit. So if they have any spelling issues, any grammatical issues, or even the formatting, that's from Reddit. That's not my doing. So, anyways, continue.
Okay.
I just thought I'd let the audience know.
They'll come over they'll come over our house. They live an hour away, and they'll ask ahead of time if we have their kids' favorite crackers on hand. Why they don't just pack the crackers, I don't know. They're well off, money's not an issue. If one of them leaves the room, they'll ask one of us, my wife or kids, to be in charge of the baby, even if the other parent is right there, just scrolling on their phone or something. But whenever I say something to my wife, she says I'm being too much. The other day, we're having dinner at mother-in-law's house when the baby had a poopy diaper. Sister-in-law looks at me and say, in the sweetest voice, Uncle, my name, can you change the diaper? She frequently does this when we're there, but this was the first time I was asked. I answered politely, no, I'm sorry, I don't do that. You don't do diapers? No, I don't do other kids' diapers if their mom and dad is around. I mean, if I'm babysitting, sure, but yeah, if the parents are around, I feel like that's their job. Sister-in-law looks like she's ready to cry. Well, I feel selfish. I tried to smile and set her ease, not trying to make you feel any way, just telling you a boundary is all. The table got really awkward as she got up and did the diaper, after which my wife blamed me for making sister-in-law feel bad and said I could have just changed the diaper. Not trying to make anyone feel bad, but I've had 3 kids and I always took responsibility. I watch them, I pack for them, and I change them. I'm not looking to be a secondary parent for this kid.
So, what do we think? Asshole or not?
I don't think he's an asshole. I don't think I wouldn't even say the sister-in-law is an asshole. I'd say the wife's an asshole. That's who I'm going to say is the asshole here. And I have a reason. Because she took a side. I think if she would have just stayed neutral and was just like, ah, that's just how my sister is, I'll talk to her, but also you did this thing, like maybe you shouldn't have said that, or maybe you should have pulled her aside, that would have been different. But like, I got a lot of kids in my family, so some of it I get. Not that my family's done it, but I understand the like, hey, you're in charge if the parents right there, because like when all my family's together, there's kind of this consensus of like, yeah, their parents are there, but parents are there to do feeding and changing. And like, yeah, you should watch the kid, but we're all kind of there watching the kid. All the adults are, at least. Sorry, Dad, if you don't feel this way, but this is how I feel. It's fun talking about my family when my dad is an avid listener to this podcast.
Shout out to our number one fan.
He literally asked me, he was like, so are you guys done? Like, what's up with the episode?
Wait, what do you mean?
Because there wasn't, for the last couple of weeks, there hasn't been any posted because I don't have it. So he was like, are you guys like done?
Was I supposed to edit and post those?
I can't access it. You recorded them.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I was like, I've been so out of the habit. I was like, oh, M got it.
I didn't have access to them.
Sorry, Rico. Those will be posted. Don't worry.
It was just funny because I had mentioned something to him and he was like, so are you guys done? I was like, oh, no, we're just taking a break because Sierra's got a lot going on. And he just goes, oh, okay, I got really worried for a second.
Oh, that's so sweet, though.
So, but anyways, back to this.
My
Sorry,
bad.
Dad, if you don't agree.
But, no, I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's, sorry, were you done with your thought?
I think so. I don't remember. I just was saying,
Okay.
how my family is. That it's not really in charge, but like everyone should watch the kid if you're related to the child.
Exactly. And it's like, I think that's such a valid reason of like everyone is kind of watching, keeping an eye on each other, you know?
Yeah.
But like it's ultimately up to the parents and stuff. And I get that she might have a lot of kids or like doesn't want to do it or wants help.
Well,
but like when you have a
They
kid.
have one kid, right?
Oh, yeah. No. It's
Baby.
the uncle or whoever, the one who's writing this. He's had a few kids. OP. But I was gonna say that like it's even though the phrase like it takes a village to raise a baby, like you shouldn't be placing the expectation on anyone but yourself and your partner who you had the baby with to take care of this baby. Because like as an older granddaughter and niece, I used to have to take care of all my little cousins. That shit's annoying as hell. I'm like, I'm only 12. I'm not supposed to be changing a diaper. I want to be eating an ice cream sandwich and playing by the pool. Like, so I get the frustration of like, I need help, but also like, you did it yourself. Like, you can, I think it would be like, I don't know. I think you shouldn't expect others to help you. And if they do, that's awesome and great. But like, it's ultimately up to you and your partner to care for this baby. Like if she had like 4 other kids ranging ages, that would be a totally different story.
Yeah.
But still, I think it is totally okay to refuse changing someone else's diaper. And it seems like the consensus from Reddit is that this dude is also not an asshole.
There's like boundaries within a village. Because, like, I am also oldest granddaughter, oldest niece, oldest daughter, all that fun stuff. And, like, sure, I, like, helped take care of my siblings and cousins. I still do. Like, I watch them constantly. But every time there was a diaper, I picked him up and I said, have your kid back. I don't do that. Or, like, I sometimes feed the babies, but that's because I love that part. But the minute they need to be burped or changed, I go, here's your baby back. I'm done.
Yeah.
My job is done. I got the cuddles and I got to feed them. You can do the gross stuff because that's not me. That's where my services end.
And even that, it's like there is a boundary, but within that boundary, mom can take a quick bathroom break. Mom can eat a quick snack in the 10 minutes you're feeding the baby. So it's like you're still getting help and finding ways to not just like shove your. There's like, wait, I don't know how to word this, but like there's a difference between getting and asking for assistance versus shoving your baby onto someone else. And to me, like, granted, I'm not a human mom, but I think this person is trying, it sounds like she's trying to shove her baby onto someone else, you know? I don't know. Maybe my mom has varying opinions on this.
Yeah, I feel like, too, like, there's also something in, like, asking. Like, I don't think she's an asshole to ask. I think in response to him saying no, was the asshole part, but even her just asking, like,
Yeah.
can you change the diaper? Like, I'm pretty sure people in my family have done that where it's like, I'm just
Yeah.
sitting down to eat. Can you please change the diaper? Like,
Yeah.
that's different. It also doesn't say
Yeah.
if her husband's around, but even if she's by herself,
Still, yeah.
like
No,
that would
for
make
real.
sense in a way, but I think her response after makes her an asshole.
Yes, I agree. I don't think asking does, but I think her response definitely does. But anyways, before moving on to our next story, we have a word from our sponsor.
Oh god.
We have Gaslight Be Gone candles. Have you ever walked into a room and felt manipulated but couldn't prove it? Light up your truth with Gaslight Be Gone, Candle Edition, the only scented candle infused with eucalyptus, sage, and sudden clarity. Whether it's your boss, your ex, or your family in law, playing emotional dodgeball, Gaslight Be Gone clears the air and the gaslighting. Warning: this may cause sudden boundary setting. Smell the truth. Gaslight be gone. Because you're not crazy. Available now in no contact nectar and therapist office tea. Thank you, sponsors. What? Did you not like that?
Nothing. It was just really funny. The gaslight be gone. I was kind of expecting something asshole related because of your quiz. So hearing gaslight be gone candle, I was like, whoa.
No, these are kind of TBH. These are all ChatGPT generated, but I thought they were funny. Um,
That's funny.
and I was like, give me asshole related sponsors. And they're like, okay. And so
That's
it just
funny.
gave me like these ones. And we have a couple other sponsors, but they're totally legit. Legit. Okay.
Well, yeah, they all are.
Comfy.
ChatGPT is just our marketing source. That's why we say Mr. GBT. That's our marketer.
Exactly. It's Garrett Patrick Theodore.
Yeah, if real companies do want to reach out to us, though, we will not use ChatGPT to come up with your ad.
Correct. We will be creative enough. We just are.
We'll have our creative department get on that quick.
Exactly. Um, all right, number 2. Am I the asshole for lashing out at my mom for introducing me to her new boyfriend? Also, I forgot to mention, I did not read these. I read the title and the consensus, and that's all I read. So I am also experiencing this for the first time. But here we go. Sorry for the grammar mistakes. It's super early and I'm wiped out. I'm 17F, 17 female, and my life's been a mess. 2 months ago, my parents got divorced and it's been rough. My mom, 39F, and my dad, 41M, were together for almost 20 years. They argued sometimes, but I never saw the split coming. It's like my world fell apart and I'm still reeling. Now my mom's made it worse with her new boyfriend, Tom, 48M, who's kind of a jerk. Tom moved into our house, my house, right after the divorce. Ooh, it's only been 2 months and this guy is eating at our table, using our bathroom, acting like he belongs. He's not awful, but he's rude in this sneaky way. First time we met, he called my room a quote disaster, and I should quote learn to clean to quote impress people end quote. My room's just got some clothes and plates from late night homework. Not that bad. He's also nagged about me being, quote, always on my phone or not, quote, helping enough, end quote. It's like he thinks he's my dad and I'm not here for it. The worst was how mom introduced him. A week after he moved in, she sat me down, all smiley, and said she had someone for me to meet. I thought it was a friend, but then Tom walks in and she goes, "This is my boyfriend." No warning, no hint she was dating, just bam, he's living here. I was floored. That same night, she asked me to stay at my dad's for the weekend. I love my dad and split time between them, but when I asked why, she said she needed my room for Tom's stuff, boxes, furniture, whatever. So I'm getting pushed out of my own space for this guy. I was furious, but kept quiet, packed, and left. The next few weeks were tense. Tom kept making, quote, parent comments, end quote, like telling me to watch my attitude when I was just talking or to do more chores. Dude, you just got here. Chill. Mom acted like everything was great, saying Tom made her, quote, feel alive, and
Oh.
I'd love him if I tried, but I don't want to try. I'm still hurting from the divorce, and she's acting like it never happened. Last week, Mom planned a family dinner to bond with Tom. I didn't want to go, but she begged, so I showed up. During the dinner, Tom said I should smile more because I looked miserable. I snapped. I stood up and unloaded. I told mom I couldn't believe she moved in without asking me, and she didn't care how the divorce was wrecking me, and that Tom was rude and had no right to act like my parent. I yelled, probably too loud, and Tom's face got red, but I didn't care. I said I was sick of being pushed out of my house for her new guy, then stormed to my room and slammed the door. Now I'm wondering if I went too far. Mom's texting saying I embarrassed her and was too harsh on Tom. She says she's allowed to move on and I should be happy for her. Some friends think I shouldn't have yelled, but others say I'm justified because this happened so fast. My dad's neutral, just saying to talk it out. I feel so bad for upsetting mom, but I'm so hurt she doesn't get how much this sucks. So, am I the asshole for losing it at my mom over her boyfriend? I'm gonna say my initial reaction to this is no. Like, this girl's not. Like, yes, I think it could have been handled in a better way, but the way she's telling the story, it's like her mom did bring this on suddenly. Therefore, I can kind of understand, like, the rush of emotions and therefore the lack of time to process emotions, you know?
Yeah, I think everyone sucks here. I don't think there's an
Yeah.
asshole. I think everyone sucks because I think. Did it say why they got divorced or no?
No, it just says
Okay.
that there was some argument, but
Okay.
whoever the writer never saw the split coming.
Well, I think OP's mom was cheating on their dad with Tom. First of all,
What's OP? You mentioned
original
that last.
poster.
Oh,
Instead of
okay.
writer, you can say OP. I'm on Reddit a lot. Okay.
No, please teach me the ways. Teach me the ways.
Teach me
OP.
the
Okay,
ways.
I got
Yeah, OP is like original poster. So instead of being like
you.
the
Yeah.
writer, you can say the OP or OP, like refer to it as like a singular person. Um, it's just less words to say.
Yeah.
And sometimes comments will say like OP as like the person.
Okay.
But I think like their mom was probably cheating on their dad with Tom, which is probably why dad is neutral. But I think it sucks that dad's neutral because if I don't want to say if you really cared, but I think there should be a point where you should step up and be like, hey, don't treat my kid like this. You know, that's still your kid. I think mom sucks for obvious reasons of coming on so fast and there was no discussion. And even if you're cheating on it with Tom, I think Tom shouldn't have moved in. Tom sucks
Yeah.
because he's a horrible step parent. Obviously, I have two step parents who are wonderful, great, and amazing. I love them so dearly. And you can't just come right out the bat
Yeah.
parenting. Like,
Yeah.
my stepmom waited a little bit and let my dad take the reins until we were all moved in together and like a real family, like a cohesive unit to actually start parenting me. Like once my brother was born, that's when I started to remember like, oh yeah, she's actually parenting me. Like she's like my mom. And then my stepdad
Yeah.
still hasn't started that journey. I'm 22 now. I don't think he's ever gonna, but it's like you
Yeah.
can't just do it right off the bat. You kind of got to take some time to like really know your place kind of. Um
Yeah.
and then
And I
OP
think that shows
sucks.
with the like moving in too, because
Yes.
that happened
Yes.
really fast.
And even if you're gonna move in fast, there still needs to be like a that's your space, this is my space, I'm gonna stay out of your hair,
Yeah.
your mom still parents you, but I am here. Like you can have a
Yeah.
presence, but you don't need to be parenting
Exactly.
OP yet. Um
Yeah.
and then OP sucks because um like there's so many other ways to go about it. Like if your mom's not listening, go to Tom. And if Tom really doesn't want to listen, keep going to your dad. You can if your mom really wants you there, hold that over her head and be like, I'm gonna go stay with dad until you start treating me like you know.
Yeah.
There's so many other ways to go about it than like yelling, I guess. And I know
Yeah.
that sounds stupid, but it's like you didn't have to let
No,
it get
it's
to that
true.
point. So
Yeah.
everyone sucks
And
here.
I think yeah, I agree. And that was what Reddit said too, was like
Everyone sucks.
not everyone sucks, not a great situation. Um I think there are definitely conversations that need to be had, but I get the outburst.
Oh
Like
yeah.
that's kind of a valid reaction when everything's happening so fast and it's kind of pent up. Granted, I don't know how long of a time this happened, but it seems like pretty quick based on the way the story was told. But I'm like, definitely, you could have taken a beat and formulated your thoughts before having this outburst. But as a 17-year-old, like, that's hard to think of. Like, I was 17 once, and I definitely blew my top a few times when it could have
Yeah.
been a normal conversation. Um, all right. Our next sponsor before we get into another one and a different one. Um, we has passive aggressive text. Want to win an argument without actually having one? Introducing passive aggressive text, the app that crafts perfectly vague messages so cold they'll need a jacket. From no worries, I guess so, to just thought you were interested, you didn't reply. Passive aggressive text does the dirty texting for you. Now featuring our new emoji pack. Say everything without saying anything. Passive aggressive text, because direct communication is for people who aren't in group chats.
That's funny.
All right. Take it away. Number 3.
Am I the asshole for making my sister's gender reveal cake gray because she wouldn't tell me the gender?
Ooh, I'm excited. I was so excited when I saw this one. I was like, this is full of tea, and I'm so happy I didn't read it beforehand.
It also makes
sorry to interrupt.
no sense. Like,
Yeah,
how are you
no.
not going to say the gender if you want a gender reveal cake?
No, for real. I'm like, how does this unfold? And I didn't want to spoil it for myself, so I'm so excited. Go for it. Sorry, I'll stop interrupting.
22 male. Oh my gosh. I'm just kidding. I, 22 male, bake as a hobby, and I'm actually pretty good at it. Like, I get paid under the table for weddings and baby showers, kind of good. My sister is pregnant and wanted me to make a cake for her gender reveal. Cool, no problem. I asked her to send me the info so I could prep the inside classic pink or blue filling. She says, "Oh no, I want to be surprised too. Just make it neutral for the reveal and we'll all find out together." I was like, huh?
What? Wait. Sorry, continue. Sorry.
I was like, huh? So you want a gender reveal cake with no gender revealed? She says she'll have someone email the info to me later. That someone never did. Deadline comes and I still have no gender, so I make the cake. It's gray inside, gray outside, just full of cement vibes. I even added little fondant clouds for effect. It still tasted great, but visually, grim as hell. The reveal day comes, they cut into it, and my sister looks pissed. Her husband is confused. People start murmuring. Then she pulls me aside, like, "Why would you make it gray? That's so passive-aggressive." I calmly reminded her that no one told me the gender. I literally had no data to work with. I told her I wasn't about to guess or go full improv on somebody's birthday cake. Baby's cake, sorry. Now my mom says I embarrassed her in front of the family and I should have tried harder. Tried harder to do what? Summon the gender through vibes? So am I the asshole for making the most neutral reveal cake in history? Edit. I actually did follow up, ask her a couple of days before the reveal if the info had been sent, and she just said something like, "Yeah, someone's taking care of it. I figured it was handled. I didn't want to pester her since she seemed so chill about it at the time."
Ooh, okay.
I posed the question again. How do you make a gender reveal cake with no gender?
Yeah, because I'm like, how do you make a gender neutral gender reveal cake? Like, could it be one of the ones that's like half pink, half blue? But I'm like, still, you would have to know the gender.
So I guess you could do like yellow and purple, and so because they're both gender, quote unquote, gender neutral colors. So it's like you could do like or green and purple, like, but that still is like what gender.
There's still no reveal. Like,
yeah,
it's just like a baby cake. You don't know the reveal.
Maybe that's what she wanted. Maybe she just wanted a baby cake, and then they all find out at the party.
Well, then she should have specified that, and then like just be like, "Hey, make me a general cake to celebrate the event," and then later when I get the details, I'll open the email or the letter and we'll all read it together, you know?
Or what if she meant gender reveal cake as in gender reveal like the party, not as the event? So like, oh, make me a cake for my gender reveal, not as the gender reveal. Sorry for the motorcycles. I live next to a highway.
Yeah.
But like maybe that's what she meant. Like for the event itself,
Yeah.
Not for, I'm not going to use it to reveal the gender, but like I want a gender reveal cake, like for the event.
Yes. Yeah, just to celebrate, not
Yeah.
to like
So maybe that's what she meant?
Maybe that's like the only thing I could think of what she meant, because I'm like, how on earth do you get that? But then like it wouldn't make sense because if that were me and I asked like someone be like, "Hey, can you make me a gender reveal?" And they're like, "Sure, what's the gender?" I'd be like, "Oh no, can you just make me a cake to like celebrate
Yeah.
the event?" Like there's she should have clarified if
Oh
that was
yeah.
her intention instead of being like, "Oh yeah, someone else is taking care of it." Like what does that mean? Like
Yeah.
what?
I like don't want to call her an asshole though, because I don't think what she did was asshole. Like I don't think either person was an asshole. I don't feel like there was enough questions asked, if that makes
Yeah.
sense, or like not enough information. Like pregnancy brain's a thing, so maybe that's what it was. Like she just forgot to explain it, or when the follow up questions came through. Like I don't know if you do this, but sometimes I do this where I read it, but I don't actually read it. And I just give like a very standard response. So I wonder if that was
Yeah.
it. Like I don't feel like I want to call her an asshole. Even her comment,
Yeah.
like, yeah, it wasn't nice, but I don't think it was asshole-ish.
Yeah, I definitely don't think she's an asshole, and I can get pregnancy brain. I think there was just like a lot of confusion because, like, even I don't think it was her intention. Like, even when there were follow-up questions asked,
Yeah,
she wasn't giving specific answers. Like, she was probably busy with other things. So I
yeah,
can see why, like, she just kind of wanted to shove it or not shove it, but that's like a rude statement. But like, she just wanted someone else to handle it so she could focus on growing a baby, you know?
yeah.
Um, but Reddit says OP is an asshole.
For what?
I guess I can kind of see like for making a gray cake for like a party, like even if it was like just a cake for the celebration, it should have been like, "Hey, what's your theme? Like, let me make the cake around your theme rather than just a gay gray ass cake." Sorry, gray, not gay.
Well, like they said, there's clouds on it. There's I
Cute.
wonder if they tried to make it like a gray baby cake so then people would think like, oh, when you cut into it, it'll be like colorful almost, like, oh, the baby's the color in your life or something like that. Which like
Yeah.
that I can kind of get, but I don't feel like they're an asshole. I feel like they did what they could with the information they were given.
Right? And I'm like, I personally like wouldn't have chosen gray like if it was like a honeybee themed party. I would have tried to make it like yellow with honeybees, but I can kind of see where they were going with like I wasn't given a much thought and here's the cake. And it's better than like a black cake with like a bleeding heart or something like that, you know? Like
For
they
gender reveal.
yeah, they like tried. I don't know. I don't think they're an asshole. I think there was just a lot of miscommunications happening, you know, which is unfortunate.
How would you reveal the gender of your baby? Like, would you do like a cake, or would you do one at all? Like, what's
Um,
the current
I
vibes?
I don't well, I saw this thing on Pinterest like a while ago. Or
Mm-hmm.
not Pinterest. Yeah, I think it was Pinterest, but it was like a dumpling themed party
That's
and it
cute.
wasn't like it made so much sense and I really liked it because it wasn't focusing on what's the gender of the baby. It was like we're welcoming our new little dumpling into the world. So we're
Yeah.
going to have a dumpling themed party and I thought that was really cute. But I think I would want to reveal a gender at the party. Like I've seen what is it? Like on Reels, there was like this couple who was like a powerlifting couple and they had a barbell and they used the barbell once they dropped it onto like color balloons and they exploded. And so I'm like, since I'm kind of a gym bro, I think I would love to do something like that with a
Yeah.
barbell or something like relating to my careers and passions. Maybe like a football exploding, something like that,
Yeah.
just to make it fun. But how about you?
Hunter and I have two because we've talked about this. Because I watch a lot of them on I watch fails on TikTok because I think it's so funny to watch them go bad. Um,
Oh yeah.
but we've talked
Except
about
when
it.
they light the entire state of California
Oh
on
yeah,
fire.
that's the ones that are like crazy out there are like, why would you do it in the first place? But when they're like popping balloons and someone like
Yeah.
lets go and you're like, no, it's the
Yeah.
gender, or when it's the
Yeah.
wrong color, when it's like
Yeah.
green and they're like, okay, but is
Yeah.
that a boy or a girl?
Yeah. I think that's
Those are my
funny.
favorite. But we talked about it where we both really like card games and not like Uno, but like Pokemon and like magic and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And there's always a red and blue like energy. And we were like, what if
Yeah.
we were given, like whoever did it, we were like, go buy us a deck that is the color. So if it's red, it's a girl. If it's blue, it's a boy. And then we have to
Ah.
go through the cards and figure out like, okay, which one is it? Or
Yeah.
my aunt to reveal, I think it was baby number 3. She did it. But for baby number 3, they had these, you know, the water squirters that you put it in the bucket and you pull it back and then you can squirt the
Yes.
water. They look like pencils. They filled it with
Yeah.
paint, and then they were all dressed in white, and they had blindfolds and they sprayed each other, and it was a boy, so they sprayed each other blue, and then when they took the blindfolds off, they saw the color. I would want to do that.
Ah, that seems so fun.
And they also they have 2 other kids, my aunt and her boyfriend, they have 2 other kids, and so they the kids had blindfolds on too, and they put blue paint all over them and let them run towards them, so when they hugged, they had like the splatter as well as like, because it was all on
Aw.
a canvas, so as well as they were like
Yeah.
hugging, and so that's all white clothes with all blue on it. It was really cool. So I'd do that, or the
That's
cards.
cute. Yeah, I think fireworks should just like not be a part of your gender reveal.
I agree.
Like that, or even there was a plane crash that happened. I think it was like in Indiana or something 2 years ago. And it was like a low flying plane that caught a gust of wind and flipped and crashed into a cornfield. And like the pilot and co pilot died. And I was like, my God, do something low risk, people. Like, jeez. Anyways, another word from our sponsor, third sponsor of the day, Petty Pantry. Tired of being the bigger person? Stock up at the Petty Pantry, your one-stop shop for spicy comebacks and frozen grudges. Try our signature spiteful sriracha, low-key jalapeno jelly, or the fan favorite too much mustard. And now introducing our lesser burn line. We have a passive pepper line for those sauces with a more subtle heat, such as Be Blunt Black Pepper Barbecue Rub, perfect for family dinners, office potlucks, or that roommate who quotes forget to clean. The Petty Pantry, because serving cold has never been this delicious. Petty never tasted so good. Thank you, sponsor.
Thanks,
Uh,
sponsor.
all right, number 4, our last one. Am I the asshole for not telling my girlfriend about my daughter's phobia? I, male 50, have been dating my girlfriend, we'll call Sarah, female 45, for a little over a year. I have 2 kids, a daughter 16 and a son 13. When my daughter was 4, she almost drowned during swim lessons and has a sense, sorry. When my daughter was 4, she almost drowned during swim lessons and has sense. This is like, it's not spelled since, it's spelled sense, like the 5 senses, and so that's why it was
Oh.
tripping me up. And I was like, this is not happening. Has since had an extreme phobia of water. Wow, that sentence. Mm-mm. It's bad to the point she won't even take baths, only showers. My son knows how to swim and is a good swimmer, but my daughter, being the older sister, is protective of her younger brother even when it comes to swimming / the water. Sarah's parents have a pool at their house. Okay, pool is capitalized and it's the wrong there. Oh my gosh. Today we are going over for a pool party to celebrate one of Sarah's nephew's birthday, one word, who has become good friends with my son. I told my daughter multiple times she didn't have to go and that I'll check in with her and she can just relax at home or hang out with friends. She insisted she went to the pool party. My daughter always tends to get on edge and even a little irritable when near water. Today was no different. To anyone who didn't know, she would have seemed like a moody teenager bossing her brother around. Sarah started getting on my older daughter for bossing her brother around. Eventually, my daughter got irritated and loudly yelled at her. I don't want my brother to drown. Then she ran out crying. Sarah looked at me so confused, and I quietly explained my daughter's experience at 4 and that she has a phobia of water. Sarah got really mad at me for not telling her. I explained that it is not something my daughter is proud of, that she can't swim and she has a fear of water, and that I'm not going to be telling everyone because it's not my place. My daughter is old enough to explain that to people if she wants to. Sarah ended up calling me a horrible dad and a AH asshole for not explaining that and letting people think my daughter is just a moody teen. I ended up just leaving and taking my kids home. We haven't talked since, and Sarah told me to leave her alone for a few days. All right, a lot to unpack here.
How long have they been together? Does it say?
I think it said, yeah, I am 50, have been dating my girlfriend, we'll call Sarah, at 45 for a little over a year.
That's something you gotta tell. Like when she met daughter, when Sarah, which is also my mom's name, which is really funny. When Sarah met daughter, that should have been the first thing you say. Is like, hey, just so you know, or like this is something my daughter has. Just because even if it's brought up, I'm sure she's got fear of it. Like my sister, one of my sisters, has, I don't know if it's a fear or just a discomfort with her own inner wrist. So for the past, like, I don't know how long, years, she's worn like headbands kind of around her wrist because she can't look at this part of her, the inner part of her wrist. And the
Yeah.
first thing I told Hunter when he met her on video was, hey, don't, this is her thing. Please don't say anything about it. Like, not that I thought he would, but it's like, you gotta prep people when it's something like that. Like, hey, please just don't say anything about it. It's her own thing. Like, I don't know much about it, but if she wants to tell you, she'll tell you. Just don't mention it. Like, you know, or not even don't mention it, but just like be aware, you know, this is why. So like, even if you know, like my daughter almost drowned when she was 4 and now she has an intense fear of it. That's all you have to say is like, hey, please don't bring this up, but you need to know. Because that's what I told Hunter was like, don't bring this up to her, but you need to know, hey, this is something that's going on with her.
Yeah. And I think it's like, it's important. Like, yes, the daughter is 16, and maybe give it like 3, 4 months of dating, you know. If the daughter brings it up within that time, great. But I feel like after those 4 months, after the get to know you phase, it is now the dad's responsibility to be like what you said, like, hey, this happened to my daughter. I just want you to be aware of it. And then maybe again, when this arose, the dad should have definitely been like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
my daughter is dealing with this. I don't know if she's talked to you or not, but I'm just letting you know this happened. Like, whether or not he's mentioned it in the past before, that was definitely the opportunity to mention it then, you know, even if the
Oh,
daughter wasn't
yeah.
going to.
And like Sarah doesn't seem like a bad person. She seems great.
No.
So even
Yeah.
saying, and obviously he trusts her around his kids. So even if he offered it up of like, because he obviously told his daughter there's a pool, and if she doesn't want to come, she doesn't have to
Yeah.
come. But even being like, hey Sarah, can you take my son? Because I'm gonna go take my daughter to do something completely different. That
Yeah.
would have been fine too. Like, sure, you might want to
Exactly.
be there, but when you have a kid who has an intense fear or something and that's going to be there, they're not going to want to miss out. So, of course, you have
Yeah.
to be. And, like, as an older sister, I am terrified daily for my siblings. So, it's like, if they're going to do something and I can go, of course I'm going to go. It might not be good for me, but I'm going to go.
Yeah. Exactly. And it's like, I can understand, and I'm glad the dad brought up the option of like, oh, the daughter can stay at home, she can
Yeah.
relax, like kind of acknowledging her fear, because like that is pretty traumatic.
Oh,
That's not
yeah.
something you just like get over. So I'm glad he did that. And Sarah definitely doesn't seem like the type to, I don't know, push like once she knew the daughter's fear, knew like she wasn't gonna push her
Oh,
in the pool or
yeah.
something. Like that would be an asshole move someone might do. But I'm like, Sarah doesn't seem like the type of person to do that, so it would have been fine to tell Sarah earlier. Um, the consensus is the dad's an asshole.
Oh, yeah. I agree. 100%.
And I'm
No
like,
doubt in my mind.
no, yeah, and I definitely think there are multiple times where he could have told Sarah, you know?
And I'm sure there probably was a time early on in their relationship that she was probably like, oh, you have kids. What are your kids? Especially when you get that age, you got to be like, yeah, I
Yeah.
got kids. Like, you know? And so I feel like being like, oh, what are your kids like? That's a very easy thing to be like, my daughter's like this, and this. Also, this happened to her. And that would have been a great time to make her aware. Because you also
Yeah.
could have said something about, like, your son. So it's not like you're singling her out, but also, like, oh, yeah, my
Yeah.
son is scared of bugs. Like, you know, just putting out the fears there so that they're aware of, like, hey, like, my parents have never dated later in life. But, like, when I was a
Hmm.
kid, I know there were talks of, like, hey, this is my child. This is who they are. Kind of deal with it. It's me and my kid or not. And even at that age,
Yeah.
it should be. it's me and my kid or not.
Yeah. No, I definitely think so. And it's like, I think Sarah was kind of an asshole for saying he's a horrible dad. When it's like, I understand the dad wanted autonomy for the daughter, but like, again, it comes to a certain point of like, he should have told Sarah, regardless if the daughter was planning on telling Sarah or not, just out of like safety and sense of like mind for
Yeah.
everyone. Um,
I don't think he's horrible. I think he's inconsiderate.
yes, and I think the lack of communication leads him to be even more inconsiderate.
Oh, yeah.
Um, and I'm like, sure, feelings can arise, and I'm like, having Sarah, like, what did it say? We haven't talked since the incident, and Sarah told me to leave her alone for a few days. I'm like, I get that, but I'm like, there is, um, I don't know. I think a few days is a little dramatic because I'm like, yes, this was a minor miscommunication. It did lead to an argument, but I feel like it was almost an overreaction. Like, if he comes to this pool party and Sarah didn't know he has kids and he brought his kids, sure, that is such a valid reason to be like, hey, you're an asshole. Don't talk to me for a few days. But the fact he didn't tell, like, Sarah one thing that wasn't life threatening and it wasn't like, I don't know. I think her reaction like could have been lessened. Like her big reaction is a little much. Like I don't think it was super
Yeah.
appropriate for the situation, but I think definitely some of it can be justified if that makes sense. I'm just talking in a circle now.
Well, it's obviously like impactful. Like it's obviously something that even the daughter, she can't even be around water. Like she said, she can't even take
Yeah.
baths. So it's obviously like something that impacts her daily life, literally.
Yeah.
And so that might be what it is. Of like,
Mm,
because I'm not even trying to reason her big reaction, but like if I was in her shoes and my partner of a little over a year told me something crucial to his daughter's daily life, I think I would need a couple of days just because, like, if you're not going to tell me that, how can I know how do I know I want to build a life with you when you can't even tell me this simple thing about your kid? Like, this child that I want to love and I want to take care of, because obviously, she obviously cares about them, or else she wouldn't be like, oh yeah, come to my
yeah.
nephew's, like, party or whatever, you know, like, let's all go together.
Yeah.
And even her reaction of like, hey, you know, it's, I feel like, I don't think he says exactly what she says, but even just the like her reaction after the dog being like, you know, I don't want him to drown, is obviously concerned. Like she's a little concerned, like,
Yeah.
of like, oh, why is she saying that? But it's like, I feel like if the person I love drop that on me of like, yeah, I didn't tell you, it's like, okay, what else aren't you telling me? Why else? Like, why would you not tell me? Like, I feel like I would need days to think of on that. So in a way, I get
Hmm.
it, but I also think like there should be some communication. Like, I think she shouldn't have called him a horrible dad. I don't
Yeah.
think she's an asshole. I understand needing time because that's like a big thing to drop on someone of like, yeah, my kid almost drowned. Oops, sorry. You want to go get some
Yeah.
burgers? Like,
Yeah. No, that's fair. I'm just like it I don't know.
imagine.
There's this that would be crazy. There's this weird gray area for me where I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I'm a little too nice, and I'm like, well, if it's not a life-threatening thing, like it's not like, oh, by the way,
Yeah.
my daughter has diabetes or
Yeah.
something that can impact her life. Like, granted, this is impacting her life, but if she goes near water, she's not gonna die, kind of thing. And so I'm like, I feel like that's not something. I mean, it definitely should have been told in the year gap, but I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not something life threatening or
Yeah.
super life altering. Like, sure, they might not be able to take trips to the beach or group trips to the pool, or like, she might not like bath bombs as a gift, like things like that, but it's not like she has epilepsy or something like that. I don't know if that's too dramatic, but that's how
No.
my brain works.
I don't think it's too dramatic. I definitely can see that. And I just think whenever I read Reddit stories, I like not apply them to my life, but I'm like, where have I had an instance similar so that I can not justify the reaction, but like, what would I do almost? And there's been definitely been times where Hunter's been like, yeah, when you did this thing, it affected me this way because of this thing I experienced when I was a kid. And I was like, okay, why are you just now
Mm,
telling me? Like, why was that? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that should be something you tell me in the beginning so I don't take the steps to get us to that point of
Yeah.
something from your past is coming up because of something I said or did. And, like,
Yeah.
vice versa. And so I feel like that might be where it's coming from of, like, oh, if you would have
Yeah.
told me sooner, I would have planned a day with her, or I would have known, or maybe she did get her bath bombs as a gift, and she's like, I never would have gotten her those bath bombs if I had known.
Yeah.
That might be why she needs the days, is like, this is
No,
something
that's
crucial about someone I care about that I didn't know, and now
Yeah.
has been affected, you know? Like, I don't
Yeah.
think it'll kill her, but, like, she might have a very bad panic attack or something. Obviously she did,
No.
or else she wouldn't have acted that way, probably. So,
No,
I wonder if that's it.
That's fair. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I think if Sarah would have been like, we're breaking up,
Oh, yeah.
that would have been an inappropriate reaction. But it seems like she just asked for some space and a few days. Like, I can kind of see how that's a decent reaction. But it's not my first reaction, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get it.
Now, our obsessions. What have you been obsessed with this week?
I have two, and it's not what I am obsessed with, but what I will be obsessed with.
Okay.
So my first one is this Wednesday. My youngest sister on my dad's side graduates 8th grade. And I'm very, very excited for her. And I have to read this very cute text message I got from her yesterday. So my sister and I have not a rocky relationship, but we weren't really close till she hit 13. And then we became like best friends. And I love her to death. But she texted me yesterday at 11 in the morning and goes,
Oh, wow.
"You're coming to my promotion on Wednesday, right?" And I went, "Yep, Hunter and I." She goes, "Yay, okay, I'm gonna run and hug you when I see you. You better catch me." And I went, "I will."
Aw.
And she hearted it. Dad, you know this, father of mine, we've never talked like that. But suddenly, like, she got, like, hit a teenager, and now we're, like, best friends. And she always wants me in her room when I come over. Like, I hang out in her room constantly when I'm over. I know all her friends are my friends. We all play Roblox together. I'm,
Aw,
like,
that's
included in the Roblox dates they do. Like, they all go
Yeah.
play Roblox together, and she'll text me and be like, "Do you want to play Roblox with me?" Like, I'll play Roblox with them. It's great. So I'm going to be obsessed with my sister's promotion because I'm
Yeah.
so proud of her. And Aj, if you ever listen to this, I love you deeply, and I'm so proud of you. And I think this is going to be great. But that's one of my future obsessions. My other one is I see Mamma Mia on the 28th of May, and I've never been more excited. It is one of my favorite musicals. It finishes out my bucket list of musicals.
A
That's
Gamage?
that's like a half lie because Hadestown is like my 6th, so I would love to see it. But like my top 5 bucket list filled out once I see Mamma Mia. Hunter's leaving work early, so we can go see it, and I'm so excited, and I'm gonna cry, and I already know it because I literally love, and especially watching it right after my sister's promotion. Like, I'll see my sister's promotion this Wednesday, and then next Wednesday's Mamma Mia, and I already know I'm gonna cry thinking about it, but it's fine. And those are my future obsessions.
That's so exciting. You're gonna have to report back on both of those.
Will do.
I also have 2 obsessions for this week. I was only gonna do one, but since you did 2, I'm gonna do 2.
Yeah, go for it.
One is my tattoo artist.
Ooh.
He is such an icon. But he did my first tattoo, and then recently did my 16th.
That's crazy that you're on 16 and I'm going down from 6 to 5.
I know, because I got 3, and I finished this one, the one I got on my leg, which is my most expensive and my most time consuming because it's the only one I had to do over 2 sessions. But because we had a major miscommunication and didn't plan on doing a whole leg, I said around my leg. They thought I meant like around a horseshoe, like a horseshoe shaped around my knee. And I was like, no, like a vine wrapping around my leg. So we spent like an hour and a half of that first initial appointment redrawing and stuff. But it's turned out sick. Have you seen it?
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. I'm sad it wasn't finished for graduation. It was supposed to be. And then I got COVID again. And it was like, I'm not going to risk it. And it's like, I shouldn't be getting a tattoo while I'm sick. So I didn't, and so I got it on Tuesday as of recording this, so a few days ago. Um, so I'm just obsessed with my artists. They are so nice and so awesome um, for dealing with my BS. And yeah, also keeping me in check too, because literally as they were tattooing me, I was planning my next ones, like my next six, I was planning. And they were like, Sarah, you need to like pause for a minute.
Take a break.
Yeah, they're like, I thought this one would put a dent in you for a while. I was like, ha ha ha, you thought sucker. And so literally, I texted one of my friends who goes to a different tattoo artist, and I was like, how do I get a hold? Because I was going to start booking with a different tattoo artist so they wouldn't know. But then I was like, okay, that's how I know I have a problem, is when I'm trying to sneak it into other
You're
ways.
cheating on your artist.
I know, how could I? So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to wait till like June or July to start planning my next one officially.
What do you have planned if you want to reveal?
I do. Thank you for asking. I'm going to get an artichoke because when my Papa George and Grandma Bonnie and my Uncle Phil were all up here for my graduation, including my parents too. And at dinner, he jokingly was like, "Well, I like artichokes, therefore you should get a tattoo of an artichoke." And I was like, "Sure, I don't have one for you guys yet, so I'm gonna get an artichoke." Oops, you cannot see. Probably like right here next to my little carrot guy. And then I'm gonna get an anchovy which will be my only not produce one. Um, because my grandma loves anchovies, and we both ordered so many anchovies on our Caesar salads that night when we had dinner. It was so good. But those are my next two to kind of finish out. I think I'm gonna get one more like here, but we'll see. To finish out my quarter sleeve on my arm, and then I'll show you pictures. I want to get a sun and a moon on my calf because like the vine kind of perfectly like contours the bottom of my calf. And so I've been wanting to get a sun and a moon for a while. And let's see. I do. I don't know where my tattoo board is. Here we go. I've been wanting to get one for a while just because I think they're like fun to have like opposite like tattoos. But this is like kind of the vibe I want.
Ooh,
Like one
that's
on
cute.
each calf.
It has
So,
flowers on it for the listeners. It's a sun
oh
and a
yeah.
moon with flowers.
Sun and a moon drawn with flowers and like little sparklies. So I was thinking about like getting that one before my produce ones, but we'll see. Um, but those are the tattoos I have for now. For
Fun.
now. But so that's
Fun.
that. And then my second obsession is these last 2 weeks. Like I started my job, but it's all training for the first 4 weeks. Like it's so rigorous and intense. But last week I was only able to like do 2 4-hour remote sessions with my team because like my friends were in town, and so I wanted to be with them instead of working. So I compromised and was like, I can work remotely for 2 mornings. Like that's fine. And my trainer, or I guess, yeah, the training manager, he recorded all the ones that I've missed, and so I've been watching them this weekend, catching up on them before I go back to training on Monday. And in all of them, he's like, "Hey, Sierra, hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good online. Everyone say hi to Sierra." And so the folks in person, like, it's only a team of like 6 of us who are training right now at this time. They'll be like, "Hi, Sierra, we miss you." And it's in every recording,
That's cute.
right? And so I'm just obsessed with them. Um, and they'll they'll talk as if, um, like not as if I need to watch the recordings, but as if it's like a friend updating me on a voice memo. So we've been doing like shadowing of different advisors in different colleges, and one of them was like, "Oh yeah, I shadowed an advisor in the business college. Sierra, I think you would think this is really cool because blah 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 blah,
That's
and
so
also with
fun.
like your Pure Jack experience, da 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 da." And I'm like, wait a minute, so you guys like actually care about me? Like that's so sweet. And so I'm just obsessed with that whole team and how sweet they are. Because I'm like, you literally could just press record and not even try to include me in
Yeah.
the conversation. Like, that's what I expected them to do. But no, they're like trying to include me. And I think it's so cute and sweet. And so it's been making me like really happy. Like, sometimes
like today I've been folding laundry
Mm.
and was just like had the recording on in the background, and the training manager, he's like, "Oh, and Sierra, I told them this during the break, but you're gonna want to know this, this, and this." So I'm like, "Oh, it's so sweet."
That's
So
fun.
I'm also obsessed with that, and so training has not been as bad as my boss made it seem, which is good.
Can I
Um,
give an honorable mention obsession of mine?
sure.
My tattoo removal studio. It is two women, a receptionist, and a laser tech. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. It is the safest I have ever felt. Like,
Oh,
it is crazy. It's not. I'm not like obsessed with it, but like I think about it constantly. Where I'm like, I am so excited to go back in. I think I go back in like 4 weeks.
yeah.
4 weeks for my next one. Oh, update. I'm removing a tattoo of mine. So that's why I said you're going on to 16. I'm going down to 5. So removing a
Yeah.
tattoo. But
Did
no,
you already have
so
your first
safe.
like laser session, or was
I
it just a
did.
consult?
I
Let
did.
me see it. Let me see.
There's not. I'll give updates as we record. There's not like a big. You can't tell that it's like
Oh
anything's
yeah.
happening, but it
Yeah.
itches so bad.
Mm.
It's like worse than getting the tattoo. Not the actual procedure. The actual procedure was like 5 seconds of like 1,000 tiny needles going into my arm, basically, is what it felt like. And then afterwards, it was super red and super irritated. And then like this
Yeah.
is about 2 weeks
Oh.
post-op, as they call it, because it's technically a procedure,
Yeah.
and it like just itches randomly. And I can't itch
Ew.
it. Like I can't really touch it. I'm not supposed to touch it or mess with it, but it'll
Yeah.
itch so bad. It's
Oh.
and I have to deal with it for the next like year and a half of it getting off. But I did find out if you get a tattoo removed, all you have to wait 10 weeks to get it something on top of it, on top of the skin. So as soon as this is gone, I'm getting a moth on my wrist. I also have like 4 tattoos planned out. I just need more money.
Oh yeah.
I'm broke. So,
Real. Yeah.
but
That's my tattoo is also itching like crazy because I just did shading on Tuesday. And so I've been calling it it's in its ugly teenager phase right now because it's just like peeling and itching and I'm just like, "Oh, we're both in the
yeah,
same phase but for different reasons."
yeah, God.
But yeah, this one, did I tell you this is the one that I'm sort of getting half covered?
Which one?
The one on my knee that I got in like as a flash on in
Oh,
September or something.
yes.
Yeah. So instead of uh probably what I should have done was getting it lasered off of my knee, I am now stuck with a 3 foot vine, which I love even more. But
It's
anyways,
not as expensive as I thought to get a tattoo removed. Like
I was gonna ask.
if I told you it's going to be 10 to 12 sessions
Yeah.
every 6 weeks, how much, genuinely, how much do you think it would cost for my size of tattoo and everything?
Like in total or like
Yeah,
per week? In
in
total?
total.
10 to 12 for what is that, like a 3 inch, 4 inch tattoo?
So technically, it should be a small, is what they call it. So it's three
Yeah.
inches, but they're giving it to me as a mini because the only reason it's technically counting
Oh,
more is because of the arms. So they're
yeah.
basically just the way they're doing it is I'm considered a mini, which is less than a square inch or less than 2 inches.
Huh. Okay. Because I was originally gonna say like $1,000 per session, but I'm gonna say because of that, like maybe $400 per session.
What is that for 10 to 12 sessions?
Like $4,000 for 10
Okay,
weeks.
it's 1,200 or 1,300 bucks for unlimited. So even if I go over 12 sessions, I don't pay anything extra. I paid $1,300 basically up front.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. That's so cheap.
They also have a text line where I can text them anytime I have any questions. So when it started getting really itchy, I texted them and I was
Yeah.
like, hey, it's getting really itchy. What can I do? And they were like, do you have Vaseline? Put some Vaseline on it. I was like, great. And I don't have to call them. I can just boop, 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 text them.
Oh my God.
It's
Wait,
great. It's awesome.
send, send me the studio info just in case. So far, I don't have any that I don't like. I really didn't like my Vine when I first got it, but now I'm like, okay, wait a minute. This is actually sick as hell. So
Yeah.
I'm very happy with it.
Do you want to see really fast one of the next tattoo I'm getting? My biggest
Yes,
one?
please. Show me them all.
Okay, I'll show you them.
This is a great
Guys,
audio experience.
I was gonna say, sorry guys, I think you should keep this all in because it extends our watch time. My dad will
Okay.
listen to it all.
You just
So-
texted me removery.
That's the place. I didn't want to forget it. Or forget to text
Oh.
you. It's called
Okay.
Removery. I didn't want to forget, so I was like, let me just text it. I'll send you like the actual information after, but I didn't want to forget.
Yeah.
So I have a space theme going on. You have vegetables. I have space, right?
And,
For those who don't know, my back is the solar system. I have a space helmet on my leg. That's about it, but it is space themed. I
and
want
your
to get.
spine.
I said I have the solar system on my back.
Oh.
That was the first thing I
sorry.
said.
Sorry.
I want to get an orca on my like hip/butt. Here's the picture. It would be this one here. Okay. And it fits into my space theme because Star Wars, I don't know if y'all have been to Star Tours in Disneyland lately, but one of the scenes there are space whales. So I want to get a space whale, but it's an orca. And then I also want to get like a bunch of stars. I basically want to connect my back to my space helmet on my leg with this big ass orca on my butt.
Yeah.
And I also want to get a cow with a space helmet on it because I found this sketchbook of my uncle's from when he was in the military, and he would sketch this one cow with a space helmet everywhere, and I don't know why. And I tried to ask him about it. He was like, I don't even remember that, but I know it was him who did it because it like matches the other drawings. So I want to get a bunch of like a little rocket, like I want to get a bunch of stuff that just connects it. That's one of them. My second one I want to get, I figured out last night, but I want to get, let me find the picture, this picture of the Muppets, but I don't want any face. I just want outlines of them all. I've been a Muppet kid since like I could talk. I still love the Muppets. I force my dad to watch them with me when I come over. So I want to get the Muppets for that purpose. I want to get a moth, like I said. And then on my other leg, I want to get, let me find the picture, an Icarus tattoo. Because I really like Icarus, and I like that whole story. And so I found this a while ago. And it's just a line work of him kind of going towards the sun. So I want to get that on my leg, but I don't want the sun.
Okay.
I just want him. Like, if I can, there we go.
That's
Just
sick.
Those are my tattoos. Anyways, advice?
I'm so excited for you.
I'm excited for you.
Thank you. Advice for discerning whether something is blunt, you don't agree with, or just an asshole move.
Have a father who's blunt, then you'll know. And who's brutally honest.
I think for me, my therapist told me to do this, and this is why I have this advice. Because, like, I didn't know, but with ADHD, sometimes in women, it is so common to have, like, such strong emotions, like, stronger than what a normal emotion should be. And for me, that manifests in, like, if someone tells me something, I struggle with discerning whether it is blunt, I don't agree with it, or just being an asshole. Like, I think everyone's an asshole, like, when they say something I don't agree with. So that's something I'm working on. But my therapist told me, take a minute before responding. And I know that has been a thing my entire life, is like, I just need to slow my brain down because I work at 1,000 miles an hour. But my advice for that is just take a minute. In like 10, 15 seconds, can you identify why this made you mad? Did it make you mad because you were wrong and you don't like being wrong? Did it make you mad because it's just straightforward and they didn't sugarcoat it? Like, is it just blunt? Or did it make you mad because they were attacking something about you or about your character or what you did, which is an asshole move? Like, just taking a second to step back. If you haven't been exposed to all of those things, like a whole lot, just take a minute and realize, like, is this something you can categorize as to why it made you mad or upset? And then hopefully that will lead to a better reaction from you.
I like that you had real advice, and I was like, just be born with a dad who, your whole life, his response whenever you're like, that was kind of mean, his response is, I'm just brutally honest, or I'm just blunt. And then you start to discern what's actually blunt and what's actually being brutally honest, and then what's actually like being mean. And that's been my whole life, is if my dad would say it, it's just blunt. But if he wouldn't say it, it's just mean. Yeah.
That's a good thing though, but like, because because I know a lot of parents are like that. Mine were not. They were blunt in certain aspects, but I feel like not that way. Like they'd try and sugarcoat it or try and give me the benefit of the doubt. They were like, well, you were wrong, but you still got this correct. And it's like, that's not a fault on them. That's just how I was
Oh yeah.
raised. Um, and it's something that I was working on in therapy. So that's why I thought about it.
I think it's great. I just thought it was funny that you gave real advice, and I was like, well, this is how I've lived with that. Thanks,
Yeah,
Dad.
that's real. Alrighty, Well, anything else to share or report before we sign off?
No, but I know we're not doing what that dog do, but I saw my dog for the first time in forever. I laid on the ground and cuddled her for like 30 minutes.
Ah.
Because I saw her on Mother's Day and I hadn't seen her in forever because she lives with my
Yeah.
parents. And she just like laid there and she like came up to Hunter and just like snuggled up with him. And I was like, see, she loves
Oh,
you. So she was like being all lovey dovey. And I know we don't do that segment anymore, but I'm still going to bring it up when my dog does something cute.
that's cute.
So,
Um, let's see. I guess Sammy's been cute. My middle school friends, they were here for a week. And I thought, like, you know how he is when he first meets people. Like, he's really loud, he barks, he'll jump. But he greeted them. He just, like, kind of sniffed them, like, wagged his tail, and, like, got excited. And then just went to the couch. And I was like, oh my gosh, we're making improvement on greeting people.
I miss
And
Sammy.
he misses you. He misses a lot of his friends. And I can tell because he'll like sniff at the door as if someone's about to come in. I'm like, oh, you're missing someone right now. So, you're welcome to come visit anytime
I'll
you
be up
want.
in
But
July for sure. Towards
slay.
the
I'll
end
be
of
here.
July. Because I have to go turn in my keys for my apartment up there. So,
Oh, okay. Maybe
I
we can film
forgot
a
to.
podcast.
So I
That's
have to go
okay.
bring those back in July. So I'll be up then and I'll come see him.
Yay. Okay. Well, that's all for now, folks. Thank you so much for listening. As per usual, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I think it's just Penny for Your Thoughts, same emblem and everything. We will try and post the audio
Before
there
the
if
end of 2025, we'll be
before the
caught
end of
up.
2025, which, yes, I think we can do. And also, make sure to follow us on Instagram for updates as to when things are posted, at pennypodofficial _ after every single word. Also, give us a like, comment, and a follow on Spotify, wherever you listen to these, which should only be Spotify because that's the only place we're posting. And I will try my best to get the other podcasts up in time. Um, yeah, it's been a really chaotic last 2 weeks for me. So
You
I,
should
yeah.
call this one. I think this one is supposed to be 27. So you should do 27 and then just have 26 and 25 come out after.
Okay, that's what I'll do. Like for
And
the
then we'll
weeks
just
after?
well no, like you should just do like have this one be 27. Like you can
Yeah,
prioritize this one. And then whenever
yeah.
you get the other ones done, you just title them 25 and 26. So even if we're on 30 and 30 comes out, 25 should just come out on the like Saturday after.
Okay. I'll do that.
They're like lost episodes.
Yeah. They're just like, oh, they didn't post. Oops. Um, what else was I gonna say? That's
Hasta la
it.
vista.
Pasta la vista, baby. Okay,
Ow.
stop. Okay.